I'm not seeing Mr. Dhage, Mr. Mirajkar. Where they go? They are
Okay.
upgraded or they
Mr.
more.
Dhage is busy in his office meetings, and Mohit is busy with his exams, and he will be joining from the next
Okay, okay.
meeting onwards.
I thought that it's like a Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Now they are already selected for Rajya Sabha. So they don't attend Lok Sabha meetings.
No, it's not like that. Just for a few months, they actually when the new XCOM takes over, so they give their time. You now handle everything. We'll go on a break because we have been handling this from 6 months. So let's
Okay.
take a break. That's
Yeah,
their
because
idea.
I was not seeing them often because when I joined for 3 4 meetings, like they were very regular, and then suddenly I have seen that after this election no one is there. So I was trying to kind of relate both things. Mhm.
No, no, it's not like that. Okay. Hi, Omkar. You're on mute. Yes. Can you hear us? Hello? Omkar, can you hear me? I can't hear you, Omkar. Yeah, yeah. You can hear us, but we can't hear you.
We have to change the setting, device setting, and output.
Oh, he is rejoining now.
Hmm.
Okay, we'll wait for Omkar as well, and then you can start, Ashwin.
Yeah.
You're on mute. Yeah, hello? No, I can't hear you. Maybe yes, you can check in the settings if your audio is connected properly or not. In the left bottom corner, there will be an option of mute and an arrow associated with it. So you can click on the arrow and then you will get some options: test speaker and microphone.
Now you are able to
Yeah,
hear.
yeah, yeah. Now it's very clear. Okay, okay. Great. Welcome, Omkar. So I guess you were absent from last 2 days. So even 2 days seem really long because you are a regular participant. We all missed you a lot.
Yes, now I started to going to factory Sanaswadi.
Okay.
So it is 50 kilometer from my place. One side.
Okay. No problem, but we are having this session now till 10 p.m. It goes till 10 p.m. and all. So you can join anytime later as well. All right.
But later,
Yeah, yeah, they have a class.
Mr. Vasekar sir is there. His his track. He always tracks me and Omkar both.
Oh God. Okay. Okay, no problem.
Good.
Yes. Yes, Ashwin, would you like to start? Because you have really less time. Maybe at 9 p.m. you might need to drop out.
Yeah, yeah. I will take also. I will listen to Omkar.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So again, I will give you just a brief context. So this is about I don't remember his name, but about artist, and he was feeling that he has artist inside him, but he was not realizing it. And then when he realized that, and he wanted to do that, suddenly he got blank, and then he felt that he is being judged, he is being watched, and then he got a one look, and that was by girl, and at least he got that motivation, inspiration, that at least he should prove to that girl. that he can do something, and this is kind of a dialogue around that. I was walking around for 2 days thinking I was Picasso, when really what I was a major jackass. I went out to the bookstore, bought a few $50 books on Basquiat and top pop art, and I was doing all this reading and researching. I actually began feeling like I had a calling. I set up shop in my backyard, right against this beautiful tree. I tore open the paints and squeezed out red and yellow paint into my palette. I dip one of my brush into my palette. I look up into my canvas and it hit me. I asked myself, I stared at this large white canvas. What the fuck I am doing? It was like a spell had been broken. I felt silly and started looking around and into the windows of neighbors' houses because I felt like I was being watched. And sure enough, there was, she was, a little girl named Megan peering at me from her second floor story bedroom window. She has the look of disgust written across her face. So to kind of, I don't know, not feel adequate in front of the child, I decided to prove her that I could paint. It was as if I needed this child's approval. Now don't ask me why. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I did. I wanted this kid to say, "Good job, Joe. You are a fucking Picasso." All right. Over to you, table topic master.
Great, great, Ashwin. Okay, there is no match for your passion. And the last part was the best. Okay, good job, Joe. You're fucking Picasso. All right.
Thank you.
That was really, really ended well. Okay. In the middle, actually, it was a bit slow, but at the
Yeah.
end, when you added the pace and the expression itself, so that everything became a really good package, and that it invoked a very nice emotion in me, and it was entertaining. So good job at invoking emotions in the mind of audience. And coming to the feedback, I would say yesterday I gave you a feedback that there are, yeah, you have to stress on particular words. So in
Okay.
few sentences you did that very well, and in few sentences I felt there was unnecessary stress. Like when you said squeeze out red, yellow
Red and yellow, yeah, paint.
paint into my palette.
Hmm.
So there, this stressing was not needed, and I felt a bit of over stress there. So it was just red, yellow paint into my palette. So I was expecting a bit of soft tone there. That's it. Otherwise, I mean, you are learning right now, so it will come with practice, no doubt. But yeah, if I had to give a feedback, then it would be this, that somewhere over stressing should be avoided.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the flow was very good. And also in the last third para, like I felt silly. I started looking around. I saw your gestures as well. That they were really good. And also there a bit pace could have been added.
Yep.
There I felt it was a bit slow. That's it. Otherwise, it was a very good attempt.
Thank you.
Yes. Great. All right. If Omkar, you want to add something to my evaluation, you can go ahead as well. Yeah. You want to add something?
Oh, Purva.
All right. All right. Fine. Let's move to the second participant. Again, we will be following the practice that we had yesterday, that the first speaker evaluates the second would evaluate third, and evaluate fourth, and it would go on like that. Okay. So, All right, the stage is all yours, Toastmaster Omkar. All the best.
Thank you. I will try.
Yes.
I was walking around for 2 days thinking I was Picasso. When really what I was? Was a major jackass. I went out to the bookstore, bought a few $50 books on Basquiat and pop art, and I was doing all this reading and researching. I actually began feeling like I had a calling. I set up a shop in my backyard, right against this beautiful tree. I tore open my paint and squeezed out and red and yellow paint in my palette. I dipped one of my brush into my palette. I look up and into my canvas hit. I asked myself as stared at this large white canvas, what fuck I am doing? It was like a spell had been broken. I felt silly and I started looking around and into the windows of neighbor's house because I felt like I was being watched, and sure enough there she was, a little girl named Megan, peering at me from her second floor story bedroom window. She had the look of disgust written across her face. So to kind of I did not feel inadequate in front of this child. I decided to prove to her that I could paint. It was as if I needed this child approval. Don't ask me why. Maybe I just crazy, but I did. I wanted this kid to say, "Good job, Joe. You are fucking Picasso, all right." Thank you.
Great, great, Omkar. Yeah, Ashwin, please go ahead with your evaluation.
Yep. Great. So, first time evaluating Mr. Omkar sir. So, really feeling good. And I have seen that delta of improvement. From first day, your first conversation, and from that day to this day, I see a really great improvements. Your icebreaker was one of that testimony, but this is something what I feel is that next level, because in icebreaker you get a time to rehearse and to practice where you can really memorize each and every word, but this is something a different piece and we don't get much time, but you really did it well. Something what I liked is the way you were pronouncing the words so clearly, uttering that word till the last word. So that was really good part. Second, what I observed was aggression, passion. So many times I do find missing in it, your statements or your voiceover, but that was really good today. And also you added gestures in between, so that was making it more impactful. So aggression plus impact, so it was coming out really well. And then you were intentionally and consciously trying to take pauses. Okay, so that was really good part. On a improvement side, what I observed was that you was trying to take pauses, but those were not a strategic. Okay, those were, you wanted to do that, but it should come automatically from the script. So where to take that? Maybe it is all about practice, having 3 or 4 times, then you realize that where you have to take a pause. Right now you were trying to take a pause. Okay, so I think that one improvement. Second was that what I observed, at least till 50%, your voice was aggressive, but only in a one mode. So modulation was missing in that. So that I was not getting that feel. It was in an aggressive mode, and it was throughout till middle of the script, and then you realize, and then you kind of trying to tone it down, tone it up. So that is what my observation. And then sometime there are certain lines actually, and these are the punching lines, and you have to hit the nail at that time, which is what the fuck I'm doing. So that is the right way to do that. It should come normal like a college student. Okay. Yeah, you cannot memorize that, you have to internalize that. Okay. And then having those pauses around that, and maybe and when there are required, for example when girl is watching you, so that time you was quite fast, so where to take pause, I think that maybe could have been more strategic. But overall I see that a wonderful improvement. And something what I liked and which I never found was your aggression and impact together, so that was the really nicest part. So thank you very much, all the best for future journey.
Thank you, Ashwin.
Yeah, and I would like to add here is that even I was going to mention about that what the fuck I'm doing. That was a very punching line, and it really has to come out like a college student. Rightly said Ashwin, and he also had that sort of aggression in his speech. Yet, some more recommendations from my side. Again, I'm being a bit strict here, Omkar, because I expect too much from you a lot, and you have shown me that you're capable of internalizing all that improvements and showing me immediate results. I felt that somewhere the enunciation was not all right. At the end, okay, when you were saying maybe I'm just crazy. So you ate I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ate that. So what happens? And I felt the overall pacing was very fast. You were speaking at a very fast pace. And because we see, why do we speak very fast? Because we are nervous, and we are nervous when we speak fast, then we eat words. That happens. It has happened so many times with me as well. And from my experience, I would suggest that calm down. I felt that you panicked a bit because maybe you were reading the script for the first time. That is why every day I say everybody, I write it in the WhatsApp that please read the script 3 times at least. That is my only intention, so that you don't eat up words when you perform the act. Okay.
Right.
So take care of that next time. Rest everything was very good, and I enjoyed your performance a lot. Great, great. All right. So now we'll have the third participant, TM Umesh. Yeah. Are you
Yeah,
ready,
bro.
Umesh?
Yeah, I'm ready. I will take a 10-second pause and I will start.
Yeah, yeah. And Omkar will be evaluating you.
Okay.
Yes.
I was walking around for 2 days thinking I was Picasso. When really what I was a major jackass. I went out to the bookstore, bought a few $50 books on Basquiat and a pop art. And I was doing all this reading and researching. I actually began feeling like I had a calling. I set up a shop in my backyard right against this beautiful tree. I tore open the points and squeezed out red and yellow paint into my palette. I dip one of my brushes into my palette. I look up and into my canvas, and it hit me. I asked myself as stared at this large white canvas, then what the fuck am I doing? It was like a spell had been broken. I felt silly and I started looking around and into the windows of neighbors' houses because I felt like I was being watched. And sure enough, there she was a little girl named Megan peering at me from her second floor story bedroom window. I decided to prove her that I could paint. It was if I needed this child's approval. Don't ask me why. Maybe I am just a crazy, but I did. I wanted this kid to say, "Good job, Joy. You are a fucking Picasso, all right." Over to Toastmaster Purva.
Yeah, yeah. Great, great, Umesh. Okay, yeah. Omkar, you can go ahead with the evaluation, and then I would take it over from there.
Great job, Umesh. Lot of improvement we have seen since your first speech, icebreaker speech, and it's good that you are improving. Today you took pauses also, and you try to use the modulation, voice modulation in the between of the speech. What like us means we have to try this speech, means we have to learn this speech 2 or 3 times or 4 times before means before share the speech in front of everybody, because see, this is the long speech, so we have to learn in the mind or keep in the mind. So that you have to try. And at one stage, I felt silly. That sentence was big sentence. I felt silly to till the girl named Megan. Here you took 2-3 pauses. So it was a long sentence. So, but it comes when we try continuous learning the speech.
Okay.
Yeah, Purva, please.
Thanks,
All right.
Omkar, for the
Yeah,
feedback.
I would like to add here. What I have observed is that like the line "I felt silly" from there till bedroom window. Now this is one big line, and there is no full stop in between. So when there are these type of lines, it is implicit that there is a great chance of voice modulation here, and that is why the line is big. Okay, that is why they don't have any full stop, because see with one breath you can't speak the entire line. It is always such big lines are always structured in such a manner that you have to adjust your breathing. I mean, it goes high and then it goes low, so that within a breath you could adjust all of that speaking, that dialogue. So I'll once tell you what I mean. So I would just take one breath, but in one breath, how I adjust my breath as to complete that entire dialogue in one breath. I'll try to do that. Please bear with me a bit. I felt silly and I started looking around and into the windows of neighbors' houses, because I felt like I was being watched. And sure enough, there was a little girl named Megan peering at me from a second floor story bedroom window. See, I did not take two breaths here, okay? This
Yeah.
was meant to be done in one breath, yet with a varying pitch. That is the intent of that dialogue. Are you
Okay.
people getting what I'm saying?
Yes. Got it. In this dialogue, what you meant to say, what I getting is that we have to complete this sentence with our tone of our volume should be high to low, low to high. That means you are want to say, but not giving a pause.
Not leaving the breath. Not leaving the breath. And it is the one
Yeah.
breath, okay? In one breath itself, you have to complete the sentence. But if
Okay.
you go in a monotone, you might not be able to complete it within a breath. But if you raise the voice, if you fluctuate it in between, so you are adjusting your voice in that one breath. Only with adjustment you can survive to speak that line in one breath. That is what I'm trying to tell. It might be difficult to understand, but with practice you will
Yes.
understand it. Okay.
Yeah.
Within that breath itself, one breath itself, आपको आपको बीच में रुकना नहीं है, ठीक है, कहीं पे भी, और ऊपर नीचे अपना वॉइस करते जाना है. मतलब see when you raise the voice, now you automatically get more air through your nose, and when you lower it down, you release it. So within that one breath you adjust everything, and it does not look that you took pause करके.
Okay. Great. Thanks, Purva, for the feedback.
Yeah, so that was the thing I wanted to tell. I hope you understand, but I hope you understood it. If you did not understand, I'll repeat it once again later on. And I felt that one more thing I had to add here, that you are a bit overwhelmed with the entire thing going on. The same thing which I repeated for Omkar, I would repeat it for you as well, that you are getting overwhelmed, and that is why when you start with the voice modulation in your sentence, you leave it half there and you proceed, because you are in such a hurry that you don't complete it, but you leave it there and you go on with the other part of the sentence. So that is why I would ask everyone to calm down. Okay, no one is going to eat here. Okay, we all are practicing here. That is why the session is there. So please calm down, don't get overwhelmed. I know it's a big script, but still you can take your time. It is not कि आपको ये 1 मिनट में ही कम करना है. वो स्क्रिप्ट है ही नहीं 1 मिनट की, वो 2.5 मिनट की है. तो आप पूरा 2.5 मिनट लीजिए और पूरा बात कीजिए, आराम से बात कीजिए.
Okay.
Yes. That is the feedback that I have to give. Okay, great. All right, now we'll go ahead with TM Prasad. Yeah, he's waiting patiently. Yeah, okay. And to
I have
Toastmaster
witnessed
Umesh
clearly
would be
actually.
evaluating Prasad.
Okay, okay.
It has clearly because I have seen their performances. They are very good. So, am I audible and
Yes,
visible?
audible.
Okay. Okay. Give me 10 seconds. It is stylish, dramatic, and it's a conversation of a man with himself, and he comparing himself with a Picasso, who is a great artist on that generation. So it starts like Picasso or just Joe. Try to be the great artist today at least. I was walking around for 2 days thinking I was a Picasso. Then I really what I was a major jackass. I went out for a bookstore, bought a few $50 book on a bouquet and a pop art, and I was doing all this reading and researching. I actually began to feel like I had a calling. I set up shop in my backyard, right against this big, beautiful tree. I tore open the paints and squeezed out the red and yellow paint into my palette. I dipped one of my brushes into my palette. I took it up into my canvas and it hit me. I asked myself as I stayed in the large white canvas, what the fuck I am doing? It was like spell has been broken. I felt silly and I started looking around into a windows of neighbor houses because I felt like I was being watched. And sure enough, there she was, a little girl named Megan, peering at me from the second floor story building window. She had the look of disgust written on her face. So, to kind of, I don't know, not feel inadequate in front of that child, I decided to prove to her that I could paint. I was as if I needed this child's approval. Don't ask me why. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I did. I wanted this child to say, good job, Joy. You are a fucking Picasso. All right. Thank you.
At the end, you almost became a boxer. I'm fucking Picasso, all right. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Umesh, please go ahead.
It was very good attempt, TM Prasad. Firstly, I appreciate your voice clarity and the pronunciation part. These are the appreciation and suggestion from my side would be, so if you take a few pauses in between, that will be great. And second things, the modulation part, I think it was like a monotonous reading. So there is a just as TM Purva earlier mentioned, that voice high to low, low to high, that should be there. Otherwise, it was a great attempt. These are the two suggestions from my side.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Umesh. And TM Prasad, if you wanted to say something, you were on mute actually.
No, anyone other you have any suggestion?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to just the same thing that Umesh said, that I too felt that it was a monotone. Just a minute, huh? I have to plug in the battery.
And the battery is gone.
I became a host now.
Yeah, you became the host.
Okay, so
Even male, this one is good. The monologue, both for the females and for the males, is good.
yes, monologue is good actually. Means the dialogues are good actually. Hindi is
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
They are more like excitement in dialogue.
Yes, yes.
Yesterday dialogue, there was not much like excitement. There was only one excitement.
Yeah, yesterday's one, na? Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a roller coaster for the
This one,
emotion.
yeah.
First time I read that, I felt like it is like a self. What we say, self depiction, like comparison and thing.
Yes, yes.
So yeah. So yeah. Can we go?
Can you give me a minute? I'll call her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
I think our laptop or phone maybe get discharged. So it will take almost 5 to 6 minutes.
Yes, if her she can join from mobile, then I think.
Yeah, I think she has joined from mobile only, but it get discharged. She will come back. Your attempt was very good, Prasad. Only thing is that what I was like before, just this is my I think 11th session. In first session, I was like that only, like monotonous, not taking a pauses, and that vocal tone of that high to low, low to high. If we practice, definitely is going to make a difference.
Yes, sure.
Because you have that what I observed your yesterday's speech and today's speech, you have that capacity to build on the tone of high to low.
Yeah.
Just need a practice, you will do it.
Okay. Thank you so much for.
I'm
kind
back,
words.
guys. Sorry, I got dropped out. Actually, my laptop's battery went off, and it suddenly.
So
the
you
laptop.
joined from laptop.
Yeah, I joined from laptop. Yeah, so I logged in back. I joined my charger and all. So yeah, where I was. Can somebody remind me of it?
The feedback of Prasad's speech.
Yeah, I was.
What I was saying. Monotone. Okay, yeah, I
You
was
started,
reacting to the fact that what Umesh said, I also had the same feedback about having the monotone, and yeah, you will improve on it, and you had a specific set of gestures. Okay, there are lines which require different set of gestures. It is not always that you have to be in boxer mode. Yes, I want to be that Picasso. Yeah, it happens. It also happened with me that I used to do the same set of gestures when I did not understand what gesture I would do at different moments. But that you will learn if you're consistent in the session. Okay, again, this is very important, that to be consistent. I have been telling this to all the participants since the day one I had been conducting it. Okay, and I know, Prasad, that you have the potential to improve and you quickly grasp the feedback. So keep on attending the session and keep on improving it. Just practice it more and more, and you will basically understand things.
Yeah, sometimes
as you internalize this.
Yeah, sometimes it requires so much energy you have to raise hand. If you will not raise hand, you will get flat on the spot. Means I fear like I will get on the spot. I have to energize myself just to raise the voice. Like
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It is little scary sometimes.
No problem. You will understand as where you should be using the gesture and where you should not be using it. You will come to know slowly with the other sessions as well. Anyway, a good attempt, and I appreciate your effort.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's move to another participant.
I am now right now evaluator.
Yeah, you are the evaluator right now. Just a minute. If everybody could turn on their videos, maybe we'll take a group photo. We do post it on our socials. So if you could please turn on your videos, that would be great. Yeah, Vandana and Sashank. Hello, Sashank. You there? Yeah. All right. Please pose. And Karishma, can take the photo. Okay. Yeah. Smile. Yeah, I guess it's done. It's done, Karishma. You're on mute, okay?
Yes, it's done.
Okay, great. All right, now, yeah. And just a minute before we start, I would like to tell guest Sashank, I guess he's here for the first time, that we are actually practicing on the script, and I guess everybody. Bandana, are you having the script?
No, I'm not having.
Why didn't you ask me till now? You were waiting till now. Now it's your chance to speak, and you don't have the script.
No problem. You can ping me now. I'll go through it quickly.
Else I
Okay.
can go in the meantime.
Okay, meantime, Karishma will go and Prasad, you can evaluate her. Till then, I'll just share the scripts with Bandana and Sashank.
Shashank, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'll start. So I am Kim. So Kim is having a fling with her friend and writing partner, but she feels taken for granted. So I'm having the monologue of Kim. The dialogue is a big bit. Okay. I wanted those moments, few and far between as they were. I wanted whatever time and affection you could give me, no matter what it cost me. I felt like you found comfort in me, and maybe I wasn't your first choice, you know? But I was glad that I was somewhere on the list. I let it happen again and again, and even more times that I can even count. You wanted to keep things casual. You wanted to keep me at arm's length. You leaned on me. I cared about you so much. I can't explain it. But I have seen the best and the worst of you, and I love you. I love you the way you can tell me what I am thinking. I love the way you tell a story, drawing me in. I love you all the time. You convinced me with a stupid joke or even just a look to stop taking myself so seriously and just enjoy life. Nothing could ever make me regret the way I feel about you. What I feel for you isn't negative. It makes me feel better. It makes my life better. That's what I have been trying to say. That love is never wrong, even it grows in the worst condition with no encouragement. Over to you.
Okay. Give me a sec. Okay. Wait a minute. I will just.
Yeah. Yeah, Prasad, you can go ahead with the evaluation.
Yes. Okay. So here she had the look of disgust written across her face. Okay. This is, I think, it males, right?
Mine is female one. This one, Kim.
Kim. Okay. I wanted this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So actually, I first time saw the female that.
Okay.
This is but it was a very great attempt, I must say, because it was a good starting, as I noted down, like a good, you have good, very good pronunciation. When you pronounce it, it sounds very solid, solid words rather than just mumbling. So it is very good pronunciation. Second thing is I like good pauses you take. So it gets very good to listen to you and understand your message. So it is very good pauses. And something I will recommend is adding a expression,
Okay.
like because the female dialogue is already, it is more, I think, more expressive than the male dialogue, and it should have more like a expression, like for example, I wanted those moments, means you have to show like you
Yeah,
really wanted.
desperately wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to go back for those moments. So it should be used they like it should be some desperation or some what we say intuition to feel for the feel that moment.
Yes,
That
yes.
one thing. And sometimes you repeat the word. I think you read this
Yeah,
one
I
or
have
two
to read
times.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you read it one or two times.
Yeah.
Some words are actually get repeated, like
Yeah.
and into, then you
Yeah,
read
got it.
and right, similar words. So it was like that. Or and you have all the capacity to grow, means, and to take it all, because you have it is we can say a stable sound over all the across. So you have good pitching also. I think you have good bass volume. I think so. You can be a very good at it. Means improvement. So best of luck for your future, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prasad, for your valuable
My pleasure.
feedback.
Yeah.
Yes. Over to you, Purva.
Yes, great, great. It's a pity on my side that I could not see you perform. Karishma, I was just busy pasting that chat and all. I had
No
to paste
problem.
it twice because the script was so long that in one go it was not pasted, okay? So I have to paste it twice. Anyways,
No problem.
but
No
yeah,
problem.
I wanted to check it once that Sashank and Bandana, you got the script, right?
Yes, I did.
Bandana?
Yes, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, Bandana, I sent you on the personal chat as well, and here in the Zoom chat, it is in two parts, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Yes.
what I sent negative, that is the second part. And for you, Sashank, I have written, okay, yeah, it is the Picasso wala, yeah, Picasso or just Joe wala part, that is for male participants, and it also has a second part, okay? At the bottom, I had pasted. So there are two chats, one script, but two chats of
Yes,
that.
got it. Got it, Purva. Thank you.
Got it right. Yes, yes. Yeah, all right. The next. Okay, Bandana, you would like to go right now, or should I take
Yeah.
Chandrasekhar?
No, it's
You
okay.
need
I'll
some.
go next.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah, TM Karishma would be evaluating Bandana then.
Okay. Shall I start?
Yes, yes, please go
Okay.
ahead.
Is having a fling with a friend and writing partner, but she feels taken for granted. Kim. I wanted those moments, few and far as they were. I wanted whatever time and affection you could give me, no matter what it cost me. But I felt like you found comfort in me, and maybe I wasn't your first choice, you know. But I was glad that I was somewhere on the list. I let it happen again and again, more times than I can even count. You wanted to keep things casual. You wanted to keep me at arm's length. You leaned on me. I cared about you so much. I can't explain it. But I have seen the best and the worst of you. And I love you. I love the way you can tell me what I'm thinking. I love the way you tell a story, drawing me in. I love you for all the times you convinced me with a stupid joke or even just a look to stop taking myself so seriously and just enjoy my life. Nothing could ever make me regret the way I feel about you. What I feel for you isn't a negative thing. It makes me better. It makes my life better. That's what I have been trying to say. The love is never wrong. Even when it grows in the worst condition with no encouragement. Over to you, Toastmaster Karishma.
Good, very good, Bandana. Very well tried attempt. Yes, I mean, I could see the voice modulation when you started, and also in the end that you were mentioning about the script. And one thing when you started, so that clicked. That actually had it taken. We have to pause there so that I could relate. And when you're describing, only one recommendation I have is to take a pause in between, like you were just rushing through it, like there were 2 or 3 sentences, like the way you lean on me, or drawing on me, and you're taking me counted. So there were 2 or 3 multiple items. So after each item, take a pause, let the audience relate to it.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So that, because it was more of emotional dialogue conveying your feelings, mostly about the liking or the person that you love, what you care about. So
Yes.
only the thing is, take pause in between. The way you said it, like I love you and all, that was creating an impression. So I was actually hooked to the dialogue. What is the dialogue about? So take pause, let the audience uh, go through it in, because that pause will help ki kya tha aage ka dialogue.
Okay, sure.
That is
We'll
my
do that.
only recommendation. Again, voice modulation, I could perfectly see that was there. So yeah, good job on that part. And you were
Thank
very
you.
very clear about each word that you were pronouncing. So yes, good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to you, Purva.
I guess Vandana has the perfect balance of stressing the word, and I mean she does not even overstress. It's
Yes.
always perfect.
Yes.
Your inflection is really great, and you are really dramatic. Okay, I mean you were definitely a great actress in your past life, I guess. Has
Thank you.
come
Thank
to
you.
you. I mean, it's very natural talent. I guess it's for you. You should definitely go for auditions. Now,
Thank
I
you.
guess. And yeah, and even I had the same recommendation to take pause. And once you take pause, it will be uh, like 101 on 100. Okay, it would be like that. That was the only part that was missing. That you were just very fast. Otherwise, it was very beautiful. I enjoyed the entire performance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god, she's so happy. So good. Yes, I received your heart.
Thank you.
Great. Nice to see happy faces. All right, let's move ahead to the next participant. We have Chandrasekhar. Yeah. Are you ready, Chandrasekhar?
Yeah, hi. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible as well as visible.
I was a bit busy, so I haven't read it many times, but will surely try to give it a shot. Okay, and it's mostly reading, so I hope I can keep it with it. Okay, I'll start.
Yes.
I was walking around for 2 days, thinking I was Picasso, when really what I
Hello, Chandrasekhar, you got stuck.
doing all this.
If there is a rain,
You will have to restart because you were paused in between.
yeah,
Okay,
there
audible
are
and visible.
stucking. You got stuck.
Just restart, please.
Okay, so I'll restart once again. I was walking around for 2 days, thinking I was Picasso, when really what I was a major jackass. I went out to the bookstore. What a
Again,
He's again stuck at the same place.
yeah. I get he again got lost into thinking after saying that I was walking around for 2 days thinking. Now,
Stuck at a Picasso.
yeah, he's just like Picasso, stuck in thinking.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
God, we have to take a snap of this picture right now. Okay, his expressions are really funny. By the way,
It can be good thumbnail for you.
but does he know that he got stopped? Or otherwise, he might be continuing there and.
You can message him.
No, actually, a message will flash on his screen saying that your bandwidth is low.
He drop out.
He got dropped out totally. Oh my god. Yes, I'll message him. Yeah. I guess Chandrasekhar, you might
He's
want
back.
to close your video. Although don't want it to happen because seeing the facial expression is of crucial importance. Yet we don't want to lose you again. That is why I would recommend to turn off your video.
Okay, sure. I'll do one thing. I'll rejoin in 5 minutes. Okay, there's some net connection. Okay, net issue over here. Okay, I'll rejoin in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Till then, we can ask Sashank. If he is done with his preparation, then we can have him on the stage.
Sure, I can go ahead.
Okay.
Right. So this is the first time I'm joining this meet, so something new for me. So I'll give it a good shot, probably.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So Picasso or just Joe strives to be a great artist, today at least. I was walking around for 2 days thinking I was Picasso, when really what I was a major jackass. I went to the bookstore, bought a few $50 books on Basquiat and pop art, and all I was doing was reading and researching. I actually began feeling like I had a calling. I set up shop in my backyard, right against this beautiful tree. I tore open the paints and squeezed out red and yellow onto yellow paint into my palette. I dipped one of the brushes into my palette. I look up and into my canvas and hit me. I asked myself as I stared at this large white canvas, what the fuck am I doing? It was like a spell had been broken. I felt silly and started looking around and into the windows of neighbors' houses because I felt like I was being watched. And sure enough, there she was, a little girl named Megan, peering at me from her second floor story bedroom window. She had the look of disgust across her face. So, to kind of, I don't know, not feel inadequate in front of this child, I decided to prove to her that I could paint. It was as if I needed this child's approval. Don't ask me why. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I did. I wanted this kid to say, good job, Joe. You are a fucking Picasso, all right. Thank you. Over to you,
Appreciate
Toastmaster.
you for attempting the part as well, because it is a really long script, and also you had a clear voice, a balanced and a clear voice. So that's the very basic of voice modulation. It's okay. I'm not saying it's the topmost level, but yeah, it's the base of having good voice modulation. So you are good at the basics. And what recommendation I would have is that, again, because maybe it's your first time, it's your first attempt, then obviously everyone here, when we gave our first attempt, it was like we were reading the script. Yeah, and it did feel that you were reading the script. So I although there were a lot of places where you could have added emotions, but because you were reading it and you were fast paced. Okay, just like how our teacher takes reading in schools, like read the para, and you were dicto. I was feeling that you were doing that. So yeah, I guess it will come with time once you attend the sessions more and more and look how others do it, and then incorporate those pauses and adding emotions and all that will come naturally as you attend more and more and listen more to people. Yeah, that was the only thing that I wanted to convey. Yeah. Yeah, Bandana. Oh, yes. Bandana could have been I mean, she was the evaluator, I guess, right now. I forgot to ask her. Sorry. Yes, please go ahead, Bandana, with your feedback.
So I didn't evaluate intently because I was like, okay. But there were few disconnects for me from the speech. It's perfectly fine to read out. That is okay. But what disconnected me more was the like the entire dialogue was twisted into something else. Like, I'll tell you one instance. What happened when you said there is a line which said. Where is that? Give me a second. I'm looking for that. So there was this dialogue. पता नहीं कहाँ गया.
कौन सा वाला?
dialogue है ना?
What the fuck I'm doing? It was like,
Yes, only at this point I found there were two places where you had appropriate voice modulation when you said, "What the fuck am I doing?" And the last line when you said, "Good, good job, Joey. You are a fucking Picasso, all right." So I could feel their emotions are pouring out, but rest it was all flat. And there were instances which were very basic and they could not have been messed up like this. Was when you twisted the meaning itself, when you inserted something of your own. There was one line which I'm still looking for and I'm not able to find it. Let me look into my notepad. That will be easier for me. Yeah. And there was a line called, I dipped one of my brushes into my palette. I look up and into my canvas and it hit me. So it got deleted and it was like, hit me. So you see, the line itself is twisted. We can pour in emotions, we can play with modulations, voice modulations, but we certainly cannot twist the meaning of a line. It hit me.
The
It
context,
hit me
maybe.
is like, it hit me. It struck me something. Something of lightning sort happened. But when you said and hit me, it was like, punch me on my face. I'm here for you to punch me. So the words cannot be dropped from a sentences. There were more instances also when all was misplaced in the very beginning only. In the second paragraph, when I was doing all this reading and researching, you instead said, and I was all this doing reading and researching. So all came before doing. So again, the grammar went off. So we must not experiment with sentences, because there are few freaks like me who actually go by sentence and then emote and then get the emotions of emoted by the speaker. So this is something I want to bring it to your notice, that you can give a flat tone perfectly fine, but don't twist the meaning. In dropping a single word, you saw right, it hit me, and hit me. It was like punch me on my face. So this is the only difference that I found. Otherwise, it was a splendid attempt. Every first timer attempt is like this.
Yes.
Fabulous
And
job done there.
I would say that to sum up what Bandana has said, that the message that you give through your voice plus the message that you give through your facial expression, they should be coherent.
Yes.
They should match.
Yes.
They should not be conflicting. Otherwise, the audience themselves would, they would be confused, and the performance might not be that impactful, I guess.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to give one feedback. When first time I also read this script, I will have the same sentence in my mind. What the fuck I am doing? Because it's like I only read the first line, and then I also like to write reading all the line by line, and in the end I just quote, "You are a fucking Picasso." All right, I only pronounce two words, two lines properly. So I can feel you. You are the first time, so it can be very, we can say,
We should be kind to
daunting.
Sashant. Everyone is
Yeah,
pouring out on the first
yeah.
time.
It can
No,
be
no, keep
daunting.
coming, keep coming.
It can be,
I like it.
yeah. Not worry, but I will say that it will be daunting on the first time. But yeah, you will try. You will go. Stop.
Yeah, thanks you. Thank you. Thanks everyone for the feedback.
Yeah, good try, good try. Anyway, Sashant, it's important to give the first try, and you did it, so we are proud of you. All right, now finally, let's have Chandrasekhar. He's really patiently waiting since then, got dropped off 2 times, and now is the chance. So,
I
yes.
hope now there is no electricity issues. I guess the electricity is going because of the rains. And do take care if there is raining outside. It's heavily raining.
Yeah, we
So
don't have
I'll
rain. I mean,
start.
in Nagpur, at least, I am in Nagpur, so we don't have rains here now.
Oh, I am in Mumbai and it's like incessantly raining for like 2 days now. It's complete 2 days of only rains. So it's really hectic
Which
now.
area you are from, Mumbai?
I am in Thane right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, where do you stay?
I stay in Santa Cruz.
Okay. We'll just have a chit chat after the meeting.
Yeah, let's
Gets over.
finish
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
Okay, sure.
practice first.
Yeah.
Where should I continue from? Let me know.
Yeah, you can restart. You can restart.
Actually, I have gone through that like too many times. So I would, okay, I'll just go it through. Okay. I was walking around for 2 days thinking I was Picasso, when really what I was a major jackass. I went out to the bookstore, bought a few $50 books on basket and pop art. And I was doing all this reading and researching. I actually began feeling like I had a calling. I set up a shop in my backyard right against this big, beautiful tree. I tore open the paints and squeezed out red and yellow paint into my palette. I dipped one of my brush into my palette. I looked up into my canvas and it hit me. I asked myself as I stared at this large white canvas, what the fuck am I doing? It was like a spell had been broken. I felt silly and I started looking around and into the windows of neighbors' houses because I felt like I was being watched. And sure enough, there she was, a little girl named Megan, peering at me from her second floor story bedroom window. She had the look of disgust written across her face. So to kind of, I don't know, not feel adequate in front of this child, I decided to prove I decided to prove her that I could paint. It was as if I needed this child's approval. Don't ask me why. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I did. I wanted this kid to say, "Good job, Joe. You are a fucking Picasso, all right?" Thank you.
Good. Yeah, I guess if Bandana is really good at voice modulation, then Chandrasekhar is an expert at physical gestures. Yeah, and facial expressions at least. It was way too amazing. All of your gestures. I mean, I think so. In the last two attempts, okay, before you got dropped out, when you said that I was a major jackass, okay, that detail was also so good. But in right now in this performance, you did not add it, so we missed on that part. But yeah, you definitely added it in the beginning of your performance, like in the previous performance. I like that detail a lot, and all of that you were looking on the towards the window and you used your hand gestures, you turned yourself, you did all that effort, you put in that effort for your audience to give us a feel that you are actually looking towards the window, and everything was on the point. So yeah, I liked the way you perform. Just one feedback would be to add pauses. Yeah, I felt somewhere that at the end, specifically at the end, you went a bit fast. That is what I felt. Yeah, there were uh, like uh, like positions where you have to show intense emotion, yet we cannot just leave pauses at that moment. It is expected to take strategic pauses at the time, I mean at the places, so that audience also is hooked कि अभी आगे क्या होगा करके. So yeah, that I felt was missing, and you can always add that later on. Otherwise the performance was very good. Yes. And yeah, I would like to open the floor to everyone if they have a feedback to share them.
I have a little feedback for you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. It's not for your script. It's actually for your the background that you were using. So though you were using hand gestures, they were getting sometimes blanked out. So I couldn't actually grasp it that what is he exactly doing. But from your face, I could relate. Like when you turned your face, half of your face went blurred. So only side view was there to me, and your hand gestures were completely cut off for me. So if possible, try not to have any background. And another thing that I wanted to add, though your hand gestures were fabulous, but there was one point where you could have added. If I would have been there, I would have added. She had the look of disgust written across her face. So written across her face. So this thing actually came from that movie when I saw Black, where Rani Mukherjee wasn't able to speak and she was failing repeatedly. And that time when she was talking to Amitabh Bachchan, she actually said B L A. She actually made A C K, like she made this, and then say. So written across her face was something which I would have definitely done. And if you can improvise the scenes like this, it will be plus add on voice modulation plus body gestures. Your body will speak for you. So bring out those invisible small little details in your script, and you are already at par. So just a few more, bring up those body gestures. That's like floored. I'll be floored.
Yeah, I guess if you even add that details what Bandana is speaking, then you will be a method actor.
I
Or
hope.
method
Thank
actor.
you.
I will be completely floored,
And
man.
you can audition for roles.
Yeah, thank you. I actually had a background of street plays, but not as like acting and all. And English theater is like, I watch English movies, but theater is something that I'm seeing it for the first time. So it is really a great experience to speak, and really loving it. Yeah. Any other?
You
Yeah.
have already voice modulation in place. Body gestures you are already incorporating. It's like already an add-on. And now उस पे I'm asking one more add-on कि
And cherry on the
Yeah,
cake.
well,
script से निकालो.
yeah, well, actually.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, Prasad, if you want to speak something, you're on mute, I guess.
Yes. I want to give one feedback that it was very great performance, and I will get connected with that word, like what we can whisper through the word, like we say, like we can, for example, if we are going for a very good construction site, and we say, but I don't have experience in construction sites, like that was feeling, that was awesome. That was I seeing the first time, and it added an impact, like you want to do something big like a Picasso, but you don't have any self-confidence in you. So that was good. And another thing is like you have a good acting skill. Voice modulation was a good. Only recommendation, I feel like in the start you can create some atmosphere, like you are. It is like I was going to the road or something. Like I was walking in the road, like and someone is just used that he had actually a brush in the our meetup, right? He actually holding a brush and holding a stroke with a brush. So yeah, so not or that, but you can actually use a hand gesture of I was have some brush like that. And
Yeah.
all other things are very yeah.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt Prasad, but I would like to add here quickly that, guys, if it is possible, then do bring props, okay? 10 days back when we had we were doing this regional monologue practice, Hindi monologue. So I took this Jabri Met dialogue of the Geet and all. So she was basically going in the train and she had luggage. So I brought my suitcase as well, okay, to perform here in the session. So it really adds to that drama, okay? So we can try our best. I mean, this is the time we chill and all. With learning we can have fun as well. So try your best to entertain the audience. That is how you grow. I feel.
Yes.
I mean, I think like that. So next time in the next session, maybe if I add more dramatic dialogues, if you think you can bring in props, then do that as well.
Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah.
if not a prop, we can substitute it to anything. Like for example, we can hold a pencil or a pen, like a substitute for it. It is very, which is convenient for it. Yeah. So yeah, that is your feedback from me. Thank you.
Okay. Great.
Thank you so much for all the great feedbacks. Learned so much. I could, if I had started on time, maybe I could have taken that many pauses. Like I was rushing towards the end. I thought so, too many attempts. So I could.
He was
take
kind of
it.
frustrated now कि अरे यार
Yeah.
अब कर लूं करके बस करना है अब निकलना है करके इतने बार कर लिया. Yes.
Actually, the starting part was like repeated many a time. So I felt, yeah, it was a great thing. And like, where are you getting the scripts from? I mean, these are really great, interesting ones.
Thank you. I mean, actually, I just search it on the internet. I mean, from where can I get? From where?
कहाँ से ला रही हो? Tell me your source of dialogues.
10 links खोलती हूँ, 10 links खोलती हूँ, फिर हर link में जाके देखती हूँ. Actually, even I did not give you the complete script, okay? I have clipped all of that. It was such a big script, and then I choose the scene, and from that scene I take the dialogue, the sentences which are the most dramatic, and then I gather it together, and then I.
Purva, one thing I had an idea. Let's take one session where everybody will bring their own script.
Yeah.
And then we could practice day, like today you are giving, maybe tomorrow or someday you can announce it before कि आज तुम अपनी speech ये script लेके आओ, you only perform. Maybe you could share with us on the chat कि this is your script, and then beforehand only they can produce to us, and then we can take the evaluations.
ऐसा करो ना कि memorize it beforehand and then you perform live.
you perform live,
Dialogue.
but मेरे को for evaluation I just need कि जो लिखा है, and then you will be performing it, right? एक script होगा. Suppose I am a judge, right? So beforehand for me, for evaluation it will be better for me. You by heart you do anything with your own script.
हाँ.
For
Maybe
evaluation,
by heart thing.
उसके evaluator को तो भी दे दो बस. That was my thing.
Correct. I agree to
So
it.
one session we can take it, Purva. Maybe on Friday or Saturday you can announce it whenever you want, but you can also take that.
Yeah, we can definitely do this. I mean, every day.
But she will have to assign the order of evaluators and make sure that all the role takers are there. Because
So we can even manage within ourselves.
Actually, we can't micromanage that way because people drop out, people join in, and all of the things happen. So on the spot, we can assign the evaluator, and then I mean the speaker can just share his or her script there, so you can have a look.
Yeah,
that is also good. Yeah, agreed.
जो भी
That would be
available
good.
होगा, we can give it to them.
And just caution, don't try to hit the keyboard with your arms if you got over emotion, because there is only another over emotional people are in your house, because so don't get too excited. That's the thing.
Yeah, we remember Purva spilled water on keyboard. So 2 days I had to manage some of the work, and because she
I
had
was
to send
conducting
her
sessions at that
repair.
time for members of a club, and I spilled the entire water on my keyboard, and I was not able to take their sessions. I mean, I could not join by phone because the app was not working there, and everything. Then Karishma had to manage for 2 days. I had to change the entire hardware because I got so excited at that point of time. So please, yes.
Yeah,
Take caution.
and if you want to do, at least take a backup with you, any backup devices.
Yeah, that is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one more thing I had to add, because Bandana had said that we would memorize the entire script and present it. So we will definitely do this, okay? Maybe 10-15 sessions later, not right now because everybody is at that beginner stage.
Infant state, huh?
And so we'll do it in the finale. Okay, 1 month के बाद finale ले लूंगी. तो फिर
Is there a prize?
Yeah, you'll get a certificate from our club.
You certificate. You pay the registration fees. No,
Yeah,
you
that
pay
is
the
already done. Yeah.
You give something to us, then we'll give something to you.
Yeah, it's right, like a refund of the registration fees. Also.
Yeah.
बहुत सारे claps और मिलेंगे.
Yeah, some part we'll keep it and some part we'll give it back. ऐसा.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but there would be 10 people receiving would be one. So that one would be the big prize to him or her.
Correct.
Yes.
So do you want Purva to ask for registrations? Kya? Maybe I'll ask sometimes. Let's practice. Something more will come, then I'll ask members. XCOM की कुछ charge करो.
हाँ करते हैं, देखते हैं अब आगे कैसे होता है. अब तो बहुत
Even we have to be like mindful, na, because Toastmaster is a non-profit organization.
Yeah. I was
We
just
don't
kidding.
have a fund of our own.
We cannot charge like this.
We cannot already non-profit है और तुम सीख भी रहे हो और पैसे भी लोगे, गिफ्ट भी लोगे, ऐसा थोड़ी होगा.
गिफ्ट देने के लिए कहाँ से आएगा? जेब से ना थोड़ी देंगे.
अब लोग अपने जेब से निकाल के फिर देंगे. लो भैया फंडिंग कर रहे हैं.
हम अपनी दुआ देंगे.
अच्छा.
तालियां देंगे और सीटियां देंगे.
Good.
Yes. All right.
अच्छी दुआ देंगे.
Yes.
So is there any group for like where we can share the scripts like a day prior? So is there any group, because if it's possible that way?
Actually, I share all the script on our club's main group, okay? और बाकी कहाँ पे मैं share नहीं करती. बाकी जगह मैं बस poster I share it, and then see I have written there if you want to join the session, and then you can DM me for the script. So you have to basically ask the script every day.
Okay.
Because I'm not confirmed. Even if I create a group and people join there is no guarantee they will be joining in the session. So I would rather prefer to give them personally.
Purva, one thing I can recommend, why don't you create a Google Drive link? वहाँ पे you upload it and then maybe share the link instead of repasting again and again.
But I have to update it every day, na?
No, I disagree to this, because now when you get it just before the moment, you are benefiting two ways. You are practicing your voice modulation. You are yourself coming up with pauses and your body gestures. And third thing, your impromptu skill is also improving, because you have to think and form, like arrange sab kuch on the go. It's on the fly.
Yeah, yeah,
So your mind is triggered to impromptu thing.
yeah.
तो
Agreed.
कीप इट सरप्राइज. जब ह्यूमर भी हम लोग क्रैक करते हैं ना, तो ह्यूमर भी जब हम लोग ऐसे नॉर्मल बोल रही हूँ, whenever we crack humor also there is a surprise slapstick.
Yeah.
अचानक से तुमने कुछ बोला और मैंने किसी और डायरेक्शन में उसको डाइवर्ट कर दिया. It was expected and you take it to unexpected side.
Correct.
So
correct.
keep it the unexpected for the meeting only. Don't divert.
Yeah.
Don't release it before कि ये मेरा प्रीमियर है,